Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video with Blazing Corp. We're going to be looking into the Doom Tower, floor 50, next. Alright, so I took to fighting the Scarab King not too long ago and just kind of randomly put together this team here with Magna Steel Girdle and a kind of a newly designed way to take on the Scarab King, at least for 450. I don't know if this will work higher, but we'll give it a try here. So let's take a look at the champions. Yeah, let's take a look at the champions. Alright, so we got Under Priest Brogni as the lead. He's got a stun set here, and his aura is 60 extra resist in Doom Tower battle, so definitely highly needed here. His stats lay out as following: 80,000, 1600 attack, 2500 defense, 210 speed, 31 crit rate, 108 crit damage, 188 resistance, and 152 accuracy. He's a great lead for the Doom Tower. You just cannot go wrong having him in your team whatsoever. We got Doom Priest here. She's kind of in a broken set all the way around. She does have a little bit of resistance in here. She's definitely in a mid-game build. 46,000 hit points, 2200 attack, 2100 defense, 184 speed, 113 crit rate, 129 crit damage, 117 resistance, 87 accuracy. Yeah, she could definitely use a whole bunch more resistance. I will have to re-gear her at some point there and just give her really high resistance. Keep all the other stuff. Hopefully get some more. Yeah, get some more defense in there as well would be nice. Now we got Miscreated monster, super important to this particular battle, as is Doom Priest, because every time she goes, she's gonna wipe off hopefully the Provoke debuff here if these guys ever get hit with the Provoke, which is highly possible as we climb up the Doom Tower. Miscreated monster's here for the shields. He's in a broken set, but yeah, we're just trying to get his speed above everybody else's. But for right now, I think he's third fastest here. So 6,900 hit points, 1,600 attacks, 1,400 defense, 210 speed. We got 95 crit rate, 188 crit damage, 196 resistance. So really good resistance there. And 247 speed accuracy. Alright, so not bad. We definitely use him for his A2 3-turn cooldown on a 3-turn shield. So yeah, can't go wrong. We definitely need him. We then have Magna Steel Girdle, another shield champion. So we're bringing 3 shield champions in. Remember, we used to bring in Alure. Sorry, not Alure. We used to bring in Valerie here, who would extend buffs, but also put out a shield. But now we have an unbooked here, so she has a chance of removing 1 random debuff from an ally, which is really nice. Here, we should definitely book this, and we probably will book this here when the next CVC tournament comes around. Here, place a shield on all allies. This will be down to a 3-turn cooldown. Here for 2 turns, based on this champion's max HP, also a continuous heal on all allies, so that's kind of neat. And then revives 2 random allies and places shields on them equal to 30% of their max HP, so that's also really nice too. On a 5-turn cooldown when this is booked. Now you can always use her as an HP lead in all battles by 15%. But yeah, she'll be really good when she's booked out. Here, but for right now we're kind of using her in like the worst possible form that she could be in. We then have Armiger. Normally I would have had him in a really crappy version of a destroy set, but I want to try this particular set of abilities out on him here. Now, total stats, 2,500 hit points, 25,000 hit points, 1,200 attack, 1,800 defense, speed 186, 71 crit rate, 160 crit damage, 115 resistance, 240 accuracy. This is what you're kind of going to see in a mid-game build for Armiger. You know, it's hard to get stats on this guy. Like, you want health, you want high defense. You want that defense around that like 4K mark, 4,200. Their speed's okay, and then, you know, high crit rate and very high crit damage, and a ton of accuracy if you can do it. So he's really stat hungry, but if you can do it, do it. Like, he's one of the best uncommons in the game. Alright, so that's kind of it for this team. Let's take a look and see if we can get this party started. Alright, so basics of this team is basically we have Under Priest Brogni in here as the lead, giving everyone a bunch of more resistance here. So whenever the boss takes a turn or is able to or someone hits him without a shield here, basically they're going to be able to resist a lot of his moves, so that's good. Second reason Under Priest Brogni is here is for his reflect damage. So when the boss is taking all those turns, he's reflecting all that damage back at the boss here, on top of like helping everybody to resist. And then the third reason he's in here is for his block debuffs here. So block debuffs, also having a shield and growing the shield. Like, he's just kind of the perfect person for the Scarab King on all levels. So yeah, if you have him, he is fantastic. Miscreated monsters in here for one reason only, is a shield on a 3-turn cooldown. I wish he was faster, at least for me, but kind of is what it is here. Same thing with Magnus Steelgirdle. She's in here in the role of what the Drakes used to do for me in most of my comps, which is you know, having a little bit of heals, having shields for sustain. She's a defensive champion, so she's gonna, once I build her out properly, she's definitely in a mid-game build here, and like an early mid-game build. But once I build her out properly, she's gonna hit hard too, as well as bringing people back on a regular basis. Not as regular as the Drakes, but still a pretty decent regular rate, plus protecting them when they come back, so they can't really get you know, killed again too easily there, especially when Under Priest Brogni's on the team. That's kind of a perfect synergy there between the shield she gives when they come back and Under Priest healing them when they get hit when the shield's up here, so that's always nice. Now Armiger's here to just decrease the turn meter a little bit here, and normally I would have had him in a destroy set to kind of mess up with the boss. You can see all the procs there from the shields. Now we have Doom Priest in here just on the off chance that anyone gets debuffed. She can come around even if she is provoked herself and still wipe provokes off everybody else, or whatever kind of debuffs that have happened here. So basically this team is not to have anyone with any type of I guess damage or HP. What do they call it? Oh my goodness.
Are you stupid or something?
Yeah, like anyone with any kind of like HP, max HP kind of burn or damaging abilities there, or destroy abilities I should say. So yeah, just like full resistance, full, look at all those like crazy amount of, oh, he's got a, dang it. Yeah, so he's going to heal for a massive amount. I don't know how he was able to pull one of our continuous heals off of one of our guys here. So he's going to heal for a pretty big amount. I wonder how big it's going to be here. Oh, someone was able to remove the buff. Nice. Nice. Alright, so whoever that was fantastic. I think that was Brogni, if I'm not mistaken, actually. So good on you, Brogni. But yeah, basics of this team is just to cover each other off, you know, have multiple people who can do shields, and reflecting as much damage as possible while just slowly burning the boss down into the ground. So super important there on that side of things, that you know, you have high resistance, or as much resistance as you can get on everybody in here. Now, people you can bring in instead of people that you see here. So like, I'm gonna try this team with, oh, what's his face? Ethos, because he has that A1. I'm gonna try it with Ethos here, and instead of Armiger, and you know, kind of bring him in just for like pure burn on that side of things. And Ethos is pretty slow. He's only like 180 some odd, so he's never not gonna have a shield on him unless it gets like, you know, really taken off for some reason there that I can't think of. So you can see here, yeah, she kind of cleared almost everyone's. Yeah, she kind of cleared almost everyone's debuff, so that was really nice there. So hopefully allow someone to get the, yeah, there we go. Got someone their shield up. Now kind of back, rolling back here. So kind of neat. But yeah, like a way to kind of make this team, you know, really sturdy. Here would be have them all 350 plus. Or at least 300 plus, I would say, resistance. Yeah, 300 resistance would be nice. Or at least someone who can come in and decrease accuracy on the boss. So if you can have someone who comes in and decrease accuracy on the boss, that'd be huge. Someone like Herndeg actually would do pretty well here. Oh, that's someone who you could bring in as well, because he's free to play. So you could bring Herndeg in instead of Armiger. I might actually try that too here. And I don't think my Herndeg has too much resistance. But yeah, if he had a bunch of resistance, you could bring him in here, and he could definitely do some work in here, because he's got some turn meter reduction abilities, HP burn, some weaken there, so you at least bring a little bit of that. You could bring Madame Cerise in here instead of, I would actually bring him instead of Armiger. It'd take a lot longer to finish, but you definitely have a reliable decrease defense and decrease attack there, so you wouldn't get hit as hard, which would be pretty nice on that side of things, for sure. And as it is, who else could you bring in here? I guess you could bring in still the Drakes here for Magnus Steel Girdle, but I really like Magnus Steel Girdle here. I wouldn't really want to take her out of here. Obviously, you can bring in Valerie as a shield champ, and then you could bring in, yeah, as I mentioned before, Ethos would be pretty good in here, I believe, in the DPS role. But yeah, I'm going to try Herndeg. I'm going to try Ethos. I think either of them will be pretty good. You could also bring in Saito, because he's a really good DPS specialist. Another person you can bring in here to actually speed this run up here. He's a little bit squishy, so he might not work out too well. But you could bring in oh man, what is his name?
What is your name? I told you it doesn't matter what your name is!
You could bring an Archmage Helmet. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Archmage Helmet would do pretty good in here because he'd speed the whole team up, give him a bunch more crit damage here, and I believe he has some turn meter reducing. Actually, he has some turn meter increasing abilities for himself here. But my Archmage Helmet is really fast here, so not sure he would stay in tune with everybody. Could also bring in Deacon Armstrong. Yeah, Deacon Armstrong would do pretty well in here, and he'd bring a consistent decreased defense in here as well. Not that there's much defense on this boss, but yeah, anything that helps it go faster is definitely worth it here for sure. So I can definitely see that being, huge. But there you got a huge list of people you can bring in here, like pretty effectively. Main thing for this is a resistance check here if you want to do it in this slow way like this. I know a lot of people just bring in here like pure destroy and just absolutely just annihilate the boss. Because once his shield is gone, he's really weak sauce here. I guess one last person you can bring in here is Scrapper. Here I do have a Scrapper at 5 stars right now. Building him out slowly, like very slowly but surely. I will definitely build him out for sure. All right. So yeah, definitely, yeah, Scrap you could bring in here. He basically on every single move puts a shield out, so he won't have any worry that he's going to kind of run off with the farm there, even at like high speeds. All right, so you can kind of see here the breakdown. Magna Steel Girl did a boatload of healing, so yeah, she's fantastic actually. Here in this particular run, we've got a 50-star Armiger in here, so definitely mid-tier. This is a mid-game run for sure, like 100%. All right, guys, my MVP here was Under Priest Bragni, of course. Here, but Magna Steel Girdle came up in the clutch, and I did think when I got her that she'd be pretty good in here, but I didn't realize how stabilizing a force she is in this particular boss level. Well, you guys have a fantastic day. Let me know below who you guys are using for the Scarab King, and I'm going to bring out different versions of these boss killing teams here, so that if you guys don't have one set of champions, you can go with another. That's what I'm going to do for you guys. We'll think up all these like weird versions of boss killing teams. Thanks guys, have a fantastic day. We'll see you next time. Let's chat then.